about some of the leadership development initiatives you have implemented at Zaparas Lawyers. Tell us a little bit more about them.
Well, it was truly very exciting. I think a lot of leadership development initiatives fail because companies don't understand that leaders and leadership are different. A company might have competent leaders, but they may still lack the leadership capacity in the firm. And leaders can leave your company, but a leadership capacity will ensure you have a pipeline of arising leaders. So when we were thinking about leadership 3 years ago, we were really thinking about how do we develop the overall leadership capacity as Zaparas. Those leadership skills or those leadership capacity that will give our client and stakeholder the confidence now and into the future. So we started in the first year with a 6 months program called Managing the Future. So that was the focusing on developing managers' basic competencies. We taught and coached our managers through practical topics such as recruitment, performance development, giving, receiving feedback and communications and so on. And building on that foundation, then the second year, we started focusing on building leader capability for leading teams. And we used a state-of-the-art platform called Actionable Conversations. So what that is it is a leader-led micro conversation platform. Okay, so it is aimed at creating or establishing the lasting behaviors and creating a window of visibility of how habits and critical behaviors are actually becoming embedded in a firm. So what we do is we pre-select a 1 hour leader-led conversation. It could be topics on how to prioritize tasks or on thinking the new ways of problem solving. And then the leader prepare those conversations by going through outlines and video tutorials that we prepared earlier on for them. And then they go in with the confidence and they deliver the conversation and they facilitate the discussion with their team. And after that discussion is concluded, then the team members are invited through the actionable platform to make a commitment in developing one small new habits. And then they enter into the commitment engine. And then they get prompted on a regular basis to log into the platform and to talk to their buddy, to get the small nudges about checking the progress of developing those habits. And this new way of learning overcomes one of the biggest problems of the old way of learning, which is we forget most of what we've learned because we cannot apply it straight away, right? So when leaders actually prepare those conversations, lead those conversations, not only that they learn at a deeper level, but their whole team learn with them. And this new way of developing critical skills enhances engagement. And it produces lasting behavior change. And I think this is so far the best experiment that we've had in the firm, and it really brought some teams together and to open up with one another. And last year, which is the third year, we took one step further and deeper into our leadership development, is that the understanding of self. You know, leadership ultimately starts with the understanding of self. If you are not grounded with your beliefs and values and credible through your judgment and emotionally mature to analyze your own emotions and connect with people, you are not prepared to be a leader and manager. So we used this tool, which is most popular tool in the world and is being taken by millions of people every year and is being estimated to be used by 75% of the Fortune 500 company. It's called DISC and Motivators. And the DISC profile is a simple and powerful 4-quadrant framework that tells us how every human being are likely to behave and communicate in this world. And it helps our leaders to understand what effort and energy they need to put in the area that they need to improve to become a more effective leader. Okay, so through this DISC platform, our leaders understood that whether they are introverted, extroverted, they seek risk or they try to avoid them, they're patient or not patient, are they like to work with people or are they more like to work with data? So what makes them more comfortable is only when they understand the full range of their predispositions, they can better own the reality and try to adapt it. So I think the leadership development first requires leaders look at the leadership mirror and see their predispositions and how and what they can improve on. So through these 3 consecutive years of leadership development, we have created a leadership team that's going to deliver the confidence for Zaparas leadership now and in the future.